There's a beautiful verse from the Quran that says, God is saying, we are closer to you than your jugular vein. And a story which I love of the 8th, 9th century beloved female sage, Rabia. One day she's passing by the street, and close to the open road by a door, there's a famous Sufi teacher who's teaching his students, and he's telling the students, you know, be persistent. If you want to meet God, if you want to connect with God, keep knocking and knocking and knocking on the door of God, and God is so gracious, so generous. One day, the door will open. Rabia said, as she was passing by, she said, oh brother, when was a door ever closed? And the teacher bowed to her. So yes, this connection with mystery, spirit, God, divinity, whatever belief system is very real, but the great teachers say it is very subtle. So I like this poem by Rumi also, where, if I remember, the poem goes, there was a very wonderful pious man who prayed very often, Allah, and said always, Allah, 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 and his lips grew sweet with the praising. But one day, a cynic turned to him and said, but have you ever heard a return message from God? And that question pierced his heart. And he fell into a state of despair and gloom, and he gave up praying for 2 years. But then, one night, this pious man had a vision. Khidr, we say in Islamic spirituality, who is what the Quran calls a deathless prophet, unnamed, appeared to this pious man and said, why have you stopped praying? The man says, because here I am from God never came. And Khidr, that messenger from God, says, I have a message for you. God says this inner longing that you have is the return message. This grief that you feel from within you, this is what draws you towards divine union. The pure sadness that wants help is the secret cup. Listen, says the messenger, have you ever heard the whining of a dog for its master? That whining is the connection. There are love dogs, the poem ends by saying, there are love dogs no one knows the names of. Give your life to be just one of them. So may we, in our own way, connect with mystery, knowing that it is a real but subtle connection.